Welcome everyone to RVT. This is RVT, Rashid's Video Tube, in conjunction with RMJC, Rashid's Music Broadcast, Rashid's Music Jukebox Center. And I have Rashid Darman coming on live on social media. Guys, this is another informative, right, sweetie? You ready to do this? Okay? This is informative, right? Alright. Alright. Picture up. This is not even a picture up. This is. Just so you know. Okay? Another, wait a second here. No, I got this. I know, wait a second, guys. So how y'all guys doing? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're in the mood to sit back and just relax. It's not just ordinary Rashid picture up, guys. There's a lot of reading involved. And there's a lot of listening involved on your part. Exactly. Don't expect to see no, fun. This is boring shit we doing here. And this is boring shit. So, if you don't like me talking and don't want to hear anything, this is not the place for you, sadly, and hopefully later on we'll have something of your liking. But until then, for those of you out there who like audio listening of storytelling or past happenings with corporations and findings and whatever we could get our hands on, then this is the place for you. Then this is the place for you, because these segments that we're doing right now are really on time right now. This is the time that we can group together and learn some things that we didn't know before, or even brush up on things that we knew that we forgot. So yeah, so it's a win-win for us, you know. It's a win-win. Right now I'm gonna look at this. Just give me a few minutes here. Y'all listen to this, because this is dealing with what we can talk about. Just hold on here. Let's see. Okay. This is Strange Things. And why does this go under Strange Things? Because it's strange the way they just shut down. This is a strange incident, so it's fitting that it goes under Strange Things. Yeah, this is definitely under Strange Things, because this station right here, of which, baby, ready? Put it up there. This station, Channel 48, right, you got it? Okay, Channel 48 is what we're going to be discussing, of how they got started, what happened to them, and how much we missed them. How much we missed them. There will never be, in my opinion, and I'm going to say this on the air, there will never be a station like Channel 48. Never. And of all the stations that come and go and don't survive, and there will never be a station like Channel 48. Ever in the history of broadcasting. For so many reasons. for so many reasons, not only reasons, but personal reasons, that we know for a fact there will never ever be another Channel 48. I mean, just because the fact digital here, that's proof that it will be it will never be another Channel 48, only around here. In other places also. Sit back, relax, and let us entertain you. If you're interested. Only if you're interested. So, here we go. I thought if anybody listening, I just want to say, before we even get started and shit, I doubt if anybody listening to this, but then again, you know, yeah, right? WKBS-TV. That was the proper name for it. Burlington, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States. This is the overall summary of it. The city, Burlington, New Jersey. Channels, analog, 48 UHF. Well, it's Pennsylvania, Philadelphia also. It's Burlington, yeah. But you think it should have Philly down there. Yeah, you would think so. Branding WKBS 48 programming. Affiliations, defunct, ownership. We'll find out why it's like that. You'll find out why it's so private like that. Kaiser Broadcasting from 1965 to 1977. Kaiser Broadcasting from 1965 to 1977. Field Communications, 1977 to 1983. Because I was about to say, they say Channel 48 came out in 1965, and I'm thinking, that's a ways off from when we came. So, no, it became Field Communications. Now, that's the one we know. It's the same station, but it's the one we know. And that was from 1977 to 1983. So, we talking 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 80. Let me see. 1977, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. 6 years. 6 fucking years. 6 goddamn years. But they were the best 6 years of our childhood. History. It first aired, the date September 1st, 1965. 56 years ago. So that's the first air date. Now this is without Field Communications now. Right. Exactly. Field Communication 1977 to 1983. Just so you don't get the confused. But the overall is from September 1st, 1960. Got our birthday month. So September 1st, 1965. You want to have some connection with the shit. 56 years ago. Last air date, August 30th, 1983. 38 years ago. 17 years. 363 days. Former affiliates, primary, independent, 1965-1983. Secondary, ABC, 1975-1983, NBC, 1976-1977. Call sign, W. Kaiser Broadcasting, meaning system. Call sign meaning, okay. W. Kaiser Broadcasting System. Technical information, facility ID, you don't need to know all of that, because it said deleted on any fucking way. That's a bum station. They got deleted up the fucking... I guess that's why it's with us, dude. Only losers around here. Only losers around here. So that was a summary of it. Now let's dig into what's going on, what happened. Sit back, relax. This might be a bit... Hope you have the time to hang out. And discuss this amazing station that once was our friend. If you want to get personal about it, if you want to get personal about it, that was our friend. Something that kept us company. Something that kept us company. When we got home from school, the shows, everything about it. It's just, you miss the fuck out of stations. Like, it will never be a station like that again. Never. Taken from Wikipedia, this article is about the defunct TV station in the Philadelphia market. For the current channel, 48, this is, I'm not even going to go into that. There can never be another channel 48. Of course, somebody gonna move in the slot, and okay, we're not going on for that. No offense to the station and all, and the company, but we're just sticking with what we know around here from when we was younger. So we don't want to offend nobody. So WKBS TV UHF analog channel 48 was an independent television station licensed to Burlington, New Jersey, United States, which served the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania television market. The station broadcast from 1965 to 1983. Okay, and this right here is the WKBS TV 48 Philadelphia Kaiser broadcast. This station ID card right here that y'all looking at. Was created for display by the broadcasting pioneers of America. Not then it has a parenthesis, not original to the station. Not original. It was presented to the broadcasting pioneers of America, but it's not affiliated with the station, On July 8, 1964, the Federal Communications Commission granted a construction permit Kaiser Broadcasting for a new television station to operate on Channel 41 in Burlington, and overhaul of UHF. Locations nationwide in May 1965, resulting in the substitution of Channel 48. The station first signed on the air on September 1st, 1965. It was the second independent station in the Philadelphia market, having signed on almost 6 months after WIBF TV Channel 29, later WTAF TV, and now WTXF TV, and 2 weeks before WPHL TV Channel 17 relaunched. WKBS TV studios were located at 32 201 South 26th Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in South Philadelphia. And its transmitter was located on the Roxborough Tower farm in Philadelphia. The station struggled at first, in part because it signed on only a year after the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, required television manufacturers to include UHF tuning capability. However, WKBS was on stronger financial footing than WPHL and WIBF, and quickly established itself as the leading independent in Philadelphia, retaining the top spot for almost a decade. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Top spot. In 1973, Cases sold a minority interest in its operations to Field Communications, which owned WFLD-TV in Chicago. WKBS's schedule was typical of most independent stations of the time, with a mix of off-network syndicated programs, children programs, movies, and local interest shows, including a dance show hosted by a local radio personality, White Lit, which also aired on at least 3 of Case's other stations: WKBD-TV in Detroit, WKBG-TV in Boston, and WKBF-TV in Cleveland. In addition, WKBS aired shows produced by other Kaiser stations, such as the Lou Gordon program from WKBD in a controversial 1972 episode. Then, Philadelphia Mayor Frank Rizzo, frustrated with Gordon's line of questioning, walked out of the interview. Now, that's the guy that I'm going to say, you're a lug. I know a lug when I see one. You know, when I put it up on it, yeah, that's who he is right there. He walked out of an interview. In the mid-1970s, WKBS also, well, that's Frank Rizzo. That's the guy right there. He says, look, I'm going to go back a little bit here.
Member of the media would like to have an answer to our question.
You're a creep.
Why did you attack our cameras, sir?
Get it all. Don't miss any of it. You're a creep. Get away from me.
Would you answer the question?
You know, you hide behind that press card.
I'm not hiding behind anything, sir. I just wanted to get some answers.
I'll tell you what to do. There's a gang of yous here. There's enough of you here. By myself, I'll take yous physically.
Well, that asking you to take
it says, in addition, WKBS aired shows produced by other Kaiser stations, such as the Lou Gordon program from WKBD, in a controversial 1972 episode. Then Philadelphia Mayor Frank Rizzo, frustrated with Gordon's line of questioning, walked out of the interview. See, he walked out of the interview. He was the mayor back there, Frank Rizzo. Boy, they put a statue of him. You know, a lot of black people was like, get his shit down, because in Philly they put a statue of him up. I heard he was a real, maybe we'd talk about him one day, but he was a real, I ain't gonna call him a racist, but he was a motherfucker with minorities, dude. He was something. I remember my mother coming in the house and cursing, and I was a kid. And I was like, what is wrong? She said that Frank Rizzo just kicking niggas' asses all over the fuck. But he just kicking ass all over the place. It's Frank Rizzo just kicking everybody's ass. He didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't care. You understand that? He didn't care. They care today. Today they care. It's a difference. So, continuing on. Let's see. In the mid-1970s, WKBS also aired ABC shows that WPVI-TV, Channel 6, preminted in favor of local programming. And during the 1976-1977 season, and aired NBC shows preempted by KYW TV, Channel 3. In 1977, Casey left the television business and sold his share of the station, including WKBS TV, to Field. I think that's Field Communications. All right. For most of the next few years, WKBS waged a spirited battle with WTAF for first place among the city's independents. However, by the early 1980s, WTAF was the entrenched top independent in Philadelphia. Yeah, that's that. That on Sundays, that movie thing, all that. People watch that kind of stuff. They had good movies there Sunday afternoon, so they was pretty good. You can't forget about Channel 29. It was one time they were really fucking good. So here it says, by the early 80s, that was the deal with them. By the early 80s. News Operation. Now this is titled News Operation. Next chapter, News Operation. WKBS TV operated a small news department during its early years, producing a newscast at the station's morning sign-on time and providing news updates during the course of the broadcast day, as well as a 10 p.m. newscast. Among Channel 48's first on-air reporters was Jim Vance, who started his television career with WKBS in 1968 before moving to WRC TV in Washington, D.C. in 1969. The station experimented with an hour-long news program from 1968 to 1969. Why are you talking without, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, I heard the fuck. Oh, god damn it. Now, come on, let's look at the movie here. The station experimented with an hour-long news program from 1968 to 1969. That's when the hippies was out. Yeah, that's when the hippies was out. That's when the fuck that was. That was when the hippies was out. That was when the hippies was out. That was when the hippies was out. I had to let my dog in, sorry, but that was when the hippies was out. That was when the hippies was out. We acting just like the station. I swear to God, we acting just like the station. Right in the middle of the fucking thing, the thing just shut off for some damn reason. We acting just like the station. So anyway, here we go. WKBS TV operated a small news department during we see their sign-on time, finding new updates during the course of the day. Okay, let's do it again. News Operation. WKBS TV operated a small news department during its early years, producing a newscast at the station's morning sign-on time and providing news updates during the course of the broadcast day, as well as 10 p.m. newscast. 10 p.m. newscast, along with 48's first air-on reporters was Jim Vance, who started his television career with WKBS in 1968. Before moving to WRC-TV in Washington, D.C. in 1969. All right. The station experimented with an hour-long news program from 1968 to 1969. That's when the hippies was. It will be more than 20 years until another hour-long 10 p.m. show aired in Philadelphia. In the 1970s, WKBS TV attempted at 10 p.m. newscast. However, the experiment failed, apparently because the Philadelphia market was not ready for a primetime newscast. From the late 1970s until the station went dark, Channel 48 would air news updates anchored by Pat Farnack. Starting in 1982, the station aired a news simulcast of CNN2, now HLN. That's almost like our shit, yeah, I know. With local news inserts at 10 p.m. on weekdays. Marty Jacobs also hosted a public affairs program. Now, next chapter, closure. In 1982, a nasty dispute over the operation of field communications between brothers Marshall Field V and Frederick W. Field resulted in the liquidation of their company, including their broadcasting interests. Now this fucking bothers me because, see, a lot of other fans of the stations here, this don't make no sense. A station ended because of a feud between two men. The most ridiculous fucking, this is so goddamn, I mean, and I'm not by myself on this. I'm not by myself on this. This is bullshit. But that's what happened. By June 8, 1983, 3 of Field's stations had already been sold, leaving the company with its Philadelphia and Detroit outlets. While many larger broadcasting groups were interested in the station and Channel 48 was profitable, none were willing to pay Field's asking price. The Providence Journal Company, owners of WPHL TV, offered to buy WKBS, sell WPHL's Channel 17 broadcast license to a religious broadcaster, and merge WPHL and WKBS stronger programming under WKBS license and channel allocation. However, Journal's offer was still well below Field's asking price. WKBS employees tried to obtain financing to buy the station themselves, but also could not meet the asking price. So they tried to save the shit, you know. They tried to save it. That's fucking sad. That's sad. Finally, with no acceptable takers for either station and facing a deadline to close down the company, Field announced on July 15th, 1983, that it would shut down WKBS TV at the end of August. Field held onto WKBD in Detroit for a few more weeks before selling shows provided by syndicated films, Viacom, and some production equipment were sold to WPHL TV, while the station's license was returned to the FCC. On August 30th, 1983, following the telecast of a college football game, WKBS TV signed off for the final time. The sign-off sequence, usually a film of the Star-Spangled Banner, was instead replaced by a video of the employees saying farewell, accomplished by a few instrumental lines of Auld Lang Syne and the last few lines of Simon and Garfunkel's The Sound of Silence. Oh, that's sad. I'm trying to look. The film of the Star-Spangled Banner was replaced by the employees saying about lines of Ellen and the last year some. No, I don't say where we can see that, because I would even like to see that sign off. Yeah, maybe we'll look for it. Trying to locate that. That'd be pretty awesome. We could locate that. Yeah. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to have for our files. That would be nice. The sequence began with an additional by the station's final general manager, Vincent F. Barassi. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Tonight completes the last day of the broadcasting operation of WKBS TV Channel 48 Field Communications, Burlington, Philadelphia. On July 5th, Field Communications announced that it would cease operations of the station and that the license to operate the Channel 48 would be returned to the Federal Communications Commission. Channel 48 began its broadcast operations on September 1st, 1965, under the ownership of Kaiser Broadcasting through those 18 years of operation. We have endeavored to best serve all interests of the Delaware Valley. The commitments of all our station's employees, the commitment that I think the commitment, Jesus Christ, the commitment I like that shit. Commitment is the commitment. Okay, okay, all right. Commitment. I'm like, what the fuck? So I gotta just stop paying attention so hard. The commitment of all our station's employees has been dedicated to you, our viewers. Over the years, we have presented all types of programs to the people of the Delaware Valley. Channel 48's efforts have been recognized by many broadcast professional awards, and more importantly, by our viewers. Channel 48 as an entirely, and our employees as individual citizens have been deeply involved in our community. We have been unselfish over the years by giving literal thousands of hours of personal time to make the Delaware Valley an even better place in which to live. Let me move up some here. We hope you enjoyed tonight's Penn State-Nebraska football game. I am sure you can appreciate that this is a sad day for all of us at Channel 48. However, we take great pride in knowing that we have been of service to you over the past 18 years. Since the announcement closing of our operation, we have received numerous letters and phone calls of support. For that, we are most appreciated. We, the people of WKBS, will all go forward in our new careers, and I can assure you that we will always have the people of the Delaware Valley in our hearts. Thank you, good night, and God bless you all. After the following things above, the WKBS TV logo appeared on the screen for a few more seconds, and then the transmitters were shut off forever as snow appeared on the people's television screens. 82 staffers lost their job. 82 staffers lost their job. And we remember the side note. I remember that too. I remember all of this. I was with them knuckleheads, and we were sitting there listening to them watch, because we always watch, everybody who didn't watch it, but we watched the sign off. Yeah, I remember that. The screen was fuzzy. Yeah, everything was legit. 82 staffers lost their job. 82. That's almost 100 people lost their job. Almost 100. Almost 100 people lost their job. Epilogue. E-P-I-L-O-G-U-E. Epilogue. Epilogue. After After Channel 48 went off the air, the Philadelphia market was left with After Channel 48 went off the air, the Philadelphia market was left with two independents. The first station, I bet you one of them was Channel 12, PBS probably, but that's independent. But we'll see. The first station to make a serious attempt to replace WKBS as the market's third indie outlet was WRBV TV, Channel 65, now WUVP, based in Vineland, New Jersey, in June 1985. A short time later, WRBV was sold to the broadcasting arm of the Asbury Park Press, which changed its calls to WSJT. This station never nearly matched what had been offered on WKBS, and was also hampered by an inadequate signal which leaned to the southeast. Then, in October 1985, former subscription television outlets WWSG-TV, Channel 57, now WBSG. Then, in October 1985, former subscription television outlet WWSG-TV, Channel 57, now WPSG, became a full-service independent and changed its calls to WGBS-TV. WSJT briefly attempted to wage a ratings battle with WGBS, but this was over before it even started. Due to WSJT's aforementioned weak signal. Within a few months, WGBS established itself as the third independent in Philadelphia, despite financial problems within the station's ownership. WGBS gave WTAF-TV a serious challenge for the top spot among Philadelphia independent outlets. Okay. Then it says, main article, WTW, TV, a new 48. For y'all broadcasters out there, y'all must really like this. This is some good shit here. This is good reading of what happened to this magnificent station that everybody, I mean, it was everything. It was life. It was our world. And what happened was just unfucking justified. Just because two men couldn't agree and argue and fight and fought. Oh man, this is such. The battle to replace WKBS on Channel 48 in Burlington, New Jersey, proved bitter. 11 applications were designed for hearing in September 1984. The station carried on as an independent for more than a decade before being sold to the Trinity Broadcasting Network in 2004. And now it's a religious station now. Wow. Out-of-market cable carriage. In its final years, Channel 48, along with rivals WPHL and WTAF, was carried on cable systems throughout the New York City market portion of northern and central New Jersey. Okay. As well as, I was talking about, let me start over again. Okay, sweetie. We'll do that. Alright, out-of-market cable carriage. In its final years, Channel 48, along with rivals WPHL and WTAF, was carried on cable systems throughout the New York City market portion of northern and central New Jersey, as well as part of the Baltimore and Harrisburg markets. When the announcement was made that the station was going dark, the sisters began to gradually remove the station from their lineup. And that's the end, it looks like. The rest is notable formal on-air staff. And maybe one day we'll say, I don't know if they want their names read on the air, so I really can't really go that route. Public affairs, market news, Pat Fournette. I don't know if I have the permission to read names on the air and all, but and overall, that's what happened to the station. It was an argument. Now, I'm surprised. Now, here's my thing. Right. Why didn't they go on detail, right, about the argument? Now, on this documentary that we saw, they went into detail about it. But I guess this is like a summary. Maybe this could be part one, maybe. I don't know. So they just give you a basic of it. Yeah, on this week they give you a basic, but that's good. We'll dig deeper later on. And that concludes that concludes another reading. And rest assured we'll be up with another one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.